Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
All right, Doggy Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Lum and Abner in the Jot 'em Down store. Lum seems to be going someplace. Listen.
Well, Lum, I wish you'd just give me one chance to tell you how terrible sorry I feel about this.
Mr. Peabody, will you please step out of my way? Can't you see I'm trying to get out of the store?
Where are you going?
I don't know that that's any of your business.
Well, Lum, now please listen to me.
What do you want to do? Tell me about some more funny jokes you and Grandpappy's been playing on somebody?
No, Lum.
Well, you ought to stick to that line of work, Abner. You're good at it. You got natural talents.
Lum, now listen.
Best I've ever saw. Ain't nobody can outcap you when it comes to studying up them hilarious practical jokes.
Well, thank you, Lum. But
And the greatest part of it is you don't waste your time studying up no little old two-bit jokes. No, you don't stop at that. You like to study up them kind that'll cheat a feller out of $500.
Well, now, Lum, we never aimed on cheating you out of nothing.
I'll tell you, it takes a genius to do a thing like that. And when you do it to your best friend, that makes it even funnier.
Lum, will you please let me
Yeah, I've got to hand it to you, Abner. You sure got a sense of humor. You and that feller walking down the road out there. That brilliant feller is Milford Avery Spears, sometimes known as Grandpap, and sometimes known as the fun-loving partner of Abner Peabody. Practical jokes and corrugated. Oh, they'll kill you with their jokes if you ain't careful. Now, will you please get out of my way, Mr. Peabody, and let me out of here?
Well, Lum, if you'll just wait...
Wait a minute. What has that varmint got on?
Why, he's got a... Uh-oh.
That looks like my blue serge suit.
Well, you give it to him, Lum.
Why, that old Billy Goat.
Lum, you said he could have all your other clothes. That's what you told him that day that you was going around giving all your belongings away. You said that to him, Lum. I heard you.
Well, everybody don't have to believe everything I say, do they? Granny, a fine bunch of friends I got. Steal you blind.
Lum, it was
Take the clothes right off of your back.
Well, it ain't his fault. It was your idea, Lum.
That's right. Take up for him.
I ain't taking up for him. I'm just telling you what you said to him.
Wait a minute. How come that suit fits him so good? He weighs a good 50 pounds less than I do. Granny, has he had that cut down?
Well, I believe his woman Charity did take it up a little on. Few tucks here and there. Small strip out of the back and some stuff. She's awful handy with a needle. I'll say that.
The nerve of that varmint. When did he get that anyway? I never even knowed it was gone. He must have rushed right over there as quick as I told him.
No, he hung around here for 5 minutes, I reckon, before you left.
Well,
he said he never wanted to appear over anxious.
Let him have it. I don't care. All you fellers can have all that junk. Because when I leave this town, I'm leaving in a 19-cylinder limousine with my pockets stuffed plumb full of money. Now get out of my way. I got some business to tend to.
Well, you'll be back, won't you, Lum?
Oh, yeah, I'll be proud in town here for a few days yet. Better get the phone there. It might be a chance to play another one of them funny jokes of yours. You're awful good on the telephone, you know.
Oh, that's bringing everything. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. Abner Peabody doing the joke. Oh, yeah, what is it, Will? No, Lum ain't here right now. He just went out the door about a half a second ago. Why, he never said where he's going.
Hey, Abner, is the coast clear?
Yeah. Well, if you expect him over there, why, more than likely that's where he's heading for.
Hey, Abner.
Yeah, all right, Will. Goodbye.
Hey, Abner, is he gone?
For the land sakes, Grandpap, don't keep interrupting a fella when he's talking on the telephone.
I never wanted to run smack dab into Lum. That's why I snuck in the back way.
Yeah, well, you're safe. He ain't here. Good. It's a lucky thing for you he ain't neither. I can tell you right now, he ain't very happy about you running around town in his Sunday blue serge suit.
Well, he give it to me.
I know he did. I tried to tell him that, but in his condition, Grandpap, you can't tell him nothing.
Still upset, huh?
Well, I don't know whether you call it upset or not. I just don't know what to think about Lum no more. He's been acting awful cuter around
He has.
Well, it just seems like I don't know him at all no more.
Well, I'd know him any time I seen him.
Well, he's changed, Grandpap. I don't know him at all.
Yeah. Ain't shaved off his mustache, has he?
No, I mean, he's changed in the way he's acting around here. He just ain't himself. I don't know who he is, but he ain't himself. Sits around here, mopes around.
What's the matter? Did he throw stuff at you, scuffle with you?
No. I wish he would and get it over with. He'd just come right out and whop me a couple of good ones on the head. I believe I'd feel better about this whole thing.
Believe I see eye to eye with you on that, Abner. I might let him take a couple of swings at me, but I don't want him to hit me.
Well, the way he feels, he'll hit you if he catches you with that suit on again. I'll tell you that right now. My doggy's Grandpap, it just gives me a peculiar feeling. Right here in the store with him all the time. Have him sit over at that desk and not say nothing at all to you.
Yeah, that is awful.
Just stares off into space with that wild look in his eye.
Yeah. Does he do that?
That's what he's been doing all morning.
Yeah. Sounds like he's lost some of the spokes out of his wheel.
Well, just twixt me and you, Grandpap, I'm afraid that might be what's happened to him.
You mean that?
Yeah, I'm afraid I do.
You mean he's snapped his cap?
Just looks to me like this whole thing has been too big a shock for long.
Flipped his lid. Huh?
Yeah, it just got the best of him. That's all there is to it.
Well, you might be just imagining this.
Oh, no, I ain't.
I don't see how you can tell if Lum's getting a little off the bean or not. The way he's always seemed to me.
Well, he's worse now, though, Grandpap. Well, here he is owing that $300 bill on that Pioneer, and him practical broke. Now he's going around talking about leaving town in a 19-cylinder limousine with his pocket stuffed plumb full of money.
19 cylinders?
Well, 18.
Oh, well, that's different, 18.
Somewhere's in there. It's hard to tell just what he is saying.
Well, he's still aiming on leaving town then.
I guess so. Claims he's going to pay up every cent he owes on the Pioneer and every cent he owes to everybody else around here. And says that's the last anybody's ever going to see of him around Pine Ridge.
Whereabouts is he going?
Well, he says he don't care, just so it's a long ways away from me.
From you?
Yeah, and you too.
Oh.
Calls us the two funniest practical jokers in the whole world.
Yeah, that's awful nice of him. But where's he going to get all this money he's going to pay his debts and buy automobiles with?
I don't know. And I don't think he does neither. He don't know what he's talking about, Grandpap. I know he don't. He tries to act like he's got a lot of big business to attend to all the time. Left out of here a while ago and wouldn't say where he's going. But I think it's over at Will Spencer's printing shop.
What makes you think that?
Well, that's who I sent to on the telephone there when you come in. Will said that Lum was supposed to come over to his place.
Well, wonder when they got so clubby.
I don't know. I don't know what he's going over there for. I never thought to ask him.
Reckon Lum thinks he's going into the printing business?
Well, there's no telling. No telling what he thinks. You know what he done once this morning?
No.
What? Well, he was sitting over there in a rocker, staring at the newspaper. I know he weren't reading it, because he just kept looking at the same place in it all the time. And about that time, the little Bates boy come in the front door there.
Duty?
Yeah. He come in to buy some groceries for his mama, some beans and shoe polish and spool of white thread number 50, I believe it was.
I don't care what number it was.
Some cornstarch, one thing and another. Anyway, he was eating an apple.
Lum was?
No, Duty.
Oh.
And that Lum looked up, seen him, jumped up, and practical taking that apple right out of little Duty's mouth. Looked it all over, handed it back to him, then went back to his desk and sat down without saying a word.
Lum done that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's lost some of his marbles. Ain't no two ways about it. He's lost his toe.
I know it. That's what I'm telling you. I know it.
Yeah, what did little Duty think about it?
Well, I don't know. He stood there, sort of puddled up for a minute till Lum gave him the apple back. Wait a minute. Look out in front there. What's he doing now?
Who, Duty?
No, Lum. Look at him. I believe he's putting up a sign of some kind out there, ain't he?
What kind of a sign?
I don't know.
Well, let's go out and see. You've already got a sign in front of your store.
Grandpap, I ain't going out there while he's got that hammer in his hand. Wait a minute, I believe he's leaving. Yeah, he ain't coming in the store at all. Look at him.
Let's get out there and see what the pigeon-toed thing says.
Yeah, sure. Come on. More likely it's a quarantine sign for measles or something.
Measles? We ain't got the measles.
He'll accuse us of it. Hurry up, Grand.
I'm coming. What does it say?
Well, wait till I read it here.
Hurry up. I ain't got my reading specs on.
All right, doggies, now I know he's crazy. He ain't even got $10.
Well, what does it say?
Listen to this. Big apple growing contest. $10 prize to the best bushel of apples grown in this community. Turn your entries into Lum and Abner's head judge.
Apples. That does it. They'll have him locked up inside of a week.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jotham Down store. Lum is receiving an entry in the apple contest from Ulysses S. Quincy. Listen.
Yeah, just set 'em right down there, Ulysses.
Okay, Lum.
Yeah, them are mighty fine-looking apples you got there, Ulysses.
Yeah, about as good as I ever saw, Blaze.
Yeah, how would you feel if you win the contest?
Oh, okay, I guess.
Well, you've got a pretty good chance, looks like to me.
Yeah, be okay with me, Lum.
Yeah, the final judging's going to be held this evening. You want to be sure and be here for that.
Yeah, okay, Lum. Well, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, so long, Ulysses. Okay, looky there, Abner. There's another basket of apples.
Yeah.
They're sure coming in fast now.
Yeah, there ain't hardly no room to walk around the store here no more, Lum. Look at them all over the place here.
How many have we got there so far?
Oh, I don't know how many's here now. Last time I counted, there was 32 bushel, I believe. I know there's some come in since then, though.
Oh, yeah, there's more than that.
Yeah.
And this ain't the end of it, neither. I know the Johnsonses are going to enter the contest. The Adamses and the Whites and the Fosters.
Yeah.
And there's some of them farmers just the other side of Pin Oak Flats that'll surely want to get in on it.
Oh, yeah, they'll be in on it, yeah.
They grow some of the best apples around here, too.
Oh, they grow some gooder. Yes, they do. They grow gooder.
I bound you we'll have 60 baskets of apples by the time the judging starts tonight. Leastways, I'm figuring on that many.
Yeah, but now, what are you going to do with all these apples, Lum? And whereabouts are you going to get the $10 to pay out for that first prize you've advertised?
Well, I ain't so sure that's none of your business. But if you want to know... Wait a minute. There comes another entry.
Lum, it still ain't too late to call this wholesale idea off.
Call it off?
Yes,
What are you talking about anyway? This is a success already.
No.
That's it, Cedric. Bring your basket right over here and set it down alongside these others.
Yes, Mom. How are you today, Cedric?
Oh, pretty good, Mr. Abner.
Good.
What you got them covered up for? You got some pretty good ones in there? Yes, Mom, I sure have. You want to weigh them up so I can get my money?
Well, the contest ain't till tonight, Cedric.
Contest? Yeah, and besides that, I ain't going to judge just by weight. I'm going to go by the color and size and all that. Well, that's a funny way to do it. First time I ever heard of that.
Yeah, wait a minute, Cedric. You ain't got an apple tree over at your place, have you?
Apple tree? No, Mom.
Well, where'd you get all these in?
Oh, I've been saving these for a long, long time.
Saving them up, huh?
Yes, Mom. Yeah, I melt down ham fat and get all the old bacon grease I can.
And make apples?
Make apples? Can you do that?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Can you?
I thought they made soap out of it.
Out of apples?
I don't know. Can they do that, too?
Well, I don't know. Wait a minute, Lum. Is that what you're aiming on doing? Making soap out of all these apples?
No, of course I ain't.
Well, now, if you can do that, that might be a good idea, Lum. You know, it's awful hard to get soap nowadays.
Well, that's why I brung this junk in. Wished you'd weigh it up and pay me so as I could be on my way. Wait a minute, what do you got in that basket anyway?
All used fats and oils. See, looky here. 8 cans of it.
Well, I do know. And you made all that out of apples?
Abner, for goodness sakes, don't you understand? This ain't got nothing to do with the apple contest. Cedric's just been collecting this stuff for the fat salvage campaign. And that's what everybody ought to be doing, too. It's just as important now as it was during the war.
Well, weigh it up for me, Mr. Lum.
Well, we don't handle that, Cedric. What you'll have to do is to take it over to the meat market. You turn it in over there, and they'll give you 4 cents a pound for it.
Do they pay you for that stuff?
Sure, there's a big need for that. You just go on over there, Cedric, and they'll take care of you.
Yes, Mom. Much obliged to you.
Not at all, Cedric. Well, sir, I never knowed that before.
Never knowed what?
I never knowed that they could make apples out of that stuff.
They don't, silly. They make soap.
Out of apples?
Oh, for pity's sakes. Didn't you never get nothing straight, Abner? Granny, I'm glad I'm going to be leaving town for good pretty soon.
Yeah, when you aiming on leaving? Right after the contest?
No, I ain't leaving then.
All right, Dogies, maybe you better know 'em. When the folks that entered that apple contest of yours finds out you ain't got the $10 for the first prize, you better have a lot of distance twixt you and Pine Ridge.
Don't worry, I'll have the $10.
Well, now, Lum, now just what is your idea in doing all this? You can tell me. I'm your friend.
Are you?
Yes, sir, a tried and true friend.
Well, I'm just glad I don't have many more friends like you. If it weren't for you and Grandpappy Spears, I'd have plenty of money right now, and I wouldn't have to be raising it this way.
Yeah, now there's another thing. How can you raise money by giving it away when you don't even have it to give it away?
Just don't worry about me, Abner. I know what I'm doing.
Well, I am worried about you. Are you sure you're feeling all right, Lum?
Of course I am. I never felt better in my life.
I mean, you ain't bumped your head or nothing, have you? Does everything seem to be all right up there in your head?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. But I mean, have you saw anything lately that weren't there, or opened doors that weren't there and stuff like that?
What?
Have you been hearing any peculiar noises, buzzings in your head and stuff, Lum?
Wait a minute. Are you trying to insinuate that I ain't all there?
Why, of course not. Nothing like that. Hardly.
Well, let me tell you right now, I'm just as normal as any man that ever drawed breath. Fact is, I might even be abnormal.
Well, then, what are you getting crazy ideas like this apple contest in your head for?
Well, if that's bothering you so much, I'll just tell you.
Doggos, I wish you would.
The other day, I happened to notice in the county seat paper where apples were selling for $4.25 a bushel.
$4.25?
Yes, sir. I never heard of them being that high.
Why, me neither.
So here I'm going to have 50 or 60 bushels of apples to sell. And all they're going to cost me is $10. Now, who's crazy?
Doggos. Oh, that is a good idea.
Of course it is. See, I get to keep all the apples.
Yeah, Doggos.
Folks around here will have all the fun of having a big apple contest. And the winner will get his prize money, and I'll make myself enough to pay off that dadgum pioneer debt.
Yeah, but where are you going to get the $10 to pay out for the prize?
Well, I'll give him a check tonight.
A check?
I'll get it out of the money I'm going to get for the apples. I'll get it to the bank in time to give her the check time it comes in.
Well, you better, 'cause you ain't got no money in there. I know that.
And that reminds me, I better call the produce house at the county seat and make a deal to sell them apples. Better do it right now, too. I was sort of waiting to make sure the apples rolled in here, but ain't no doubts about it now.
No, they're coming in fast, I'll tell you that.
Wait a minute. Hello, Mamie?
Why didn't I think of that?
This is Lum and I want to get a call through to the... Huh? Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, Abner's fine, too.
I ain't my best.
I want to call the produce house at the... Just a minute. Abner, how's Elizabeth?
Fine.
She's fine. Yeah, that's right. The produce house at the county seat.
She ain't her best, or she'd have thought of this apple contest.
Well, I'll hold on here, and you try to get them right away if you can.
That lame woman never has ideas.
Yes, Mom.
Set, but never thinks. Don't use her head at all.
You know, Abner, if this idea works out, I don't know why I can't put on a watermelon contest. Sweet potato contest.
Cow contest would be nice, Law.
Yeah, it'd be a little big to handle.
Yeah, but think of the cows you get. Oh, man.
I could have a little pig contest.
What?
Wait a minute. Hello? Is this the produce house?
What kind of a contest can I put on?
Well, say, I've got about 60 bushels of apples down here, and apples.
I think I'll put on a $10 bill contest.
Well, ain't they selling pretty good now?
Put on a bank contest. That's what
The paper said they was up to $4.25 a bushel.
Guess what I'll do?
It has, huh?
$10 for the best bank brought in the Jot 'em Down store.
Well, I suppose if that's the best I can do. Huh?
Banker,
Till when?
king of the bank.
Oh, I see. Well, much obliged anyway. Goodbye. Grannies.
What's the matter, Law?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you sounded awful sad there talking to that feller. Man is making as much money as you are. You ought to be happy.
I am happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they're so stocked up on apples, the price has dropped to $2.10 a bushel. And what's worse, they ain't buying up no more till next month.
Till next month?
That's what the man said.
You mean you're stuck with all these apples you got in here?
Does look like it. I can't call off the contest now.
Why, Lord, me no, dog, you'd get run out of town sure if you tried that. Don't try that, Ron.
Abner?
Yeah?
Would you lend me $10 till next month?
And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jot 'em Down store discussing apples.
Well, now, Lum, I just want you to tell me, what are you going to do with all these apples? We ain't got room for all them around the store here.
I told you I don't know, Abner.
We can't just leave them sitting here in the middle of the floor trying to walk around them things.
I know it.
And what about that $10 you borrowed from me to pay the winner in the apple contest last night? When do I get my money back?
You can get it back, don't worry.
Well, now, Lum, I've got to have that back in a hurry. I've taken it out of the sugar bowl without Elizabeth knowing about it. She counts that stuff at least once a week. It ain't that she don't trust me. It's just that she likes to keep track of how much I steal or borrow out of there.
Well, I ain't got the cash right now, Abner.
Well, I doggies, you better get it, Lum.
Well, stop hounding me. I'll pay it back. I always pay my debt. You know that. I'll pay you just as quick as I get it.
That might be too late, Lum.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Now, there's 53 bushels of prize-winning apples sitting right there. You can have the whole work.
Oh, no, you don't know.
Well, surely 53 bushels of apples is worth $10.
Well, they might be, Lum, but I know good and well I never could stuff $10 worth of apples in that little old sugar bowl. Not even if I made apple sauce out of them. And if Elizabeth run her hand in there to get some spending money and come up with a fistful of applesauce, she's bound to notice a difference, Lum.
Well, it's your problem what you do with the apples.
And slap a handful of applesauce down on the counter, somebody run her out of a store.
I'm giving them to you, and that clears up my debt, too.
No, now, wait a minute now.
They're yours now. Take them. Congratulations.
Lum, I told you I don't want them.
You've got them. You might get to be the apple king of Pine Ridge, for all you know.
I don't want to be no king. All I want is $10 cash.
A man with all the apples you've got ought to have a worry up tall about a little thing like $10.
Yeah, but, Lum, I'm trying
I'll see you later, King.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, where are you going now, Lum?
I don't know. Just someplace where there ain't no apples.
Well, here, wait, Lum. There's a phone. It might be... Oh, Dad, blame it all. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. Abner Peabody doing the talking. Mom? What is it for you, Miss Barton? Dried beans. 10 pounds. All right. Say, how about some apples? You don't, huh? 2 cans of tomatoes. We got some awful nice apples. Jug of vinegar. These apples is good for both cooking and eating. Oh, I see. Bucket of lard. They say eating apples is healthy. 3 cans of hominy, huh? You know, the young'uns always like to munch on apples when they get home from school, Miss Don't care for 'em, huh? Can of baking powder. Well, say, I got a good idea. You can throw 'em to the hogs. Mom? Oh, that's all, huh? Are you sure? Well, I just thought maybe you'd like some. Yes, well, we got some dandy apples. Honey. No, Miss Barton, I ain't trying to... Hello? Hung up on me.
Who did?
Oh, old Lady Barton. You know, Grandpap, you can't even give them things away.
What are you giving away? I'll take one of them.
Apples.
Oh, well, I don't want none of them.
Ah.
We got more of them things than we know what to do with over at the place as it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is to everybody else around here, too. Looks like this was the wonderfulest year for apples we've ever had in this whole community.
Oh, yes, it was an uncommonly good year.
Too good.
Everybody had good luck with them.
Everybody but me.
Yeah, by the way, what's Lum going to do with all these apples he's taking in on the contest?
He's done did it.
Huh?
He give 'em to me.
He's still mad at you, huh?
He hates and despises me.
Oh, he must, yeah.
He does, ain't no doubt about it.
What are you going to do with them, Abner?
I just wished I know. The produce house at the county seat ain't buying none till next month, they said.
Well, these is liable to spoil before then.
I know they will. Fact is, there's some of them in there now that ain't any too good.
Well, what you ought to do is sort them out. Keep the good ones from spoiling, too.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Granddad.
What is that saying about a bad apple? Oh, nothing. I forget just what it is now.
You don't have to say nothing about a bad apple. It speaks for itself, Grandpap.
Yeah.
That's a big job when you got 53 bushel of them things to go through them and sort them.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what Lum wanted with all them things. He's went apple happy, ain't he?
He must have something, and I'm going to be that way, too, if I don't get shut of these and get that $10 back for Elizabeth. Yes, sir, 53 bushel apples sitting right there, and nobody will even take one of them.
Is that how many was in the contest?
That's how many was in it. Grandpap, would you mind to sort of help me sort these out?
Well, I don't know, Abner.
Come on.
I've got something I ought to be doing right now.
What?
Can't recollect just what it was. Important, so I know that.
I'll pay you for it.
You will?
Yes, sir.
What'll you give me?
5 bushel apples.
Oh, no.
Well, help me anyway now, Grandpap. You ain't got nothing to do. Help your old friend Abner.
Well, I might do it for 2 bushels.
At that time.
But you paying no 5 bushels, though.
You got 'em. Give you 2, I'll slip 2 in on you.
Can't work long, though. My back's kind of been bothering me again. Gotta be careful.
Well, you don't worry. You can sit down to do this work. Just take that chair right there. Now, you don't need to bother that basket right over there. That was a prize-winning basket. I know they're all right.
Yeah. Old Emmett Goshen looked pretty happy last night when Lum announced he was the winner, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, these are to win it, all right. Them was the best there was here.
Yes, they was.
Awful nice.
Yeah, I was glad to see Emmett get that $10, too.
Yeah. I just wished he'd have got it from somebody else, though. Well, hurry up, Grandpap. Don't just sit there and look at them. Let's get started sorting these things out.
Yeah, well, I just sort of sizing things up first.
Sizing them up?
You know what you ought to have for a job like this is a couple of pack rats.
Yeah, pack rats.
Yeah, there ain't no one thing them varmints love to pack around better than apples. Oh, I saw them take apples out of one basket and walk over and put them in another basket. It's the beatingest thing you ever seen in your life.
Well, I've heard they'll do such as that, all right.
And I'll tell you now, Lester Garnett used to keep a couple of them around his store just for that very reason.
Lester Garnett.
Yeah, you recollect him.
Lester Garnett.
He's a fellow that runs a grocery store down there at Hatfield. You know him, Lester Clinton Garnett.
No, I don't believe I do.
Oh, you must know him. Everybody calls him Lester.
Well.
He's got 5 eye teeth.
I never heard of him.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he put these 2 pack rats at work at his place there. Just hired them outright. Hired them.
Hired 'em?
Yes, sir.
Oh, now, Gran.
You can just ask Charlie Redfield if it ain't the truth.
Oh, well, Charlie Redfield, you can't believe that, varmint.
Lester Garnett hired these 2 pigeon-toed pack rats and put 'em to work stacking up oranges and pears and tomatoes and avocados and I don't know what.
Oh, Prattle.
Yep, quick as Lester'd get in a crate of peaches or something, he'd open it up and Bert and Paul go right to work on it.
Bert and Paul?
That was the names these 2 pack rats went by.
Oh, Lord me alive.
Bert towed 'em over to Paul, and Paul started stacking 'em up in a window display. Toting Bert and designing Paul is what he called 'em.
Well, I do know.
And do you know that Paul would make some of the outcapnest designs you ever seen?
Design?
Yes, sir. Beautiful things. Just beautiful.
Now, Grandpappy Spears, you can't sit there and try to make me believe a thing like that.
It's the truth, Abner. Oh. And the best part of it is that Paul'd never make the same design twice. No, sir. All or something new. All or something different. Now, you take Bert. He weren't worth a spavinlated nickel on designs. Good toter, though.
He could tote 'em over there, too.
Oh, he could sure do it.
Well.
But that Paul, such designs.
Grandpap,
it was beautiful.
If that's the truth, can I go down there to Hatfield and see that Paul and Bert working sometime?
Well, now, you could a couple of weeks ago, Abner, but you can't now. They ain't there no more.
Why? What happened?
Oh, the usual thing. Paul got to lording it over Bert, and they got to fussing twixt themselves, and Lester had to let 'em go.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame.
That is a shame.
Hey, Abner.
Oh, well, you back already, Lum?
Hey, listen, Abner, I admit I give you kind of a bad deal on them apples, and I've come back to tell you that you don't need to take 'em after all.
I don't? Well, good for me. Can I depend on that?
Yeah, it's all settled. They're mine again.
Yes, sir, they belong to you now, Lum.
And I'll promise to have 'em out of here by tomorrow.
Good.
I'm going to sell 'em to the women folks around town.
Well, Lord me, Lum, they don't want 'em.
Well, they're going to buy 'em, though. I'm putting on a big apple pie baking contest, and the only way the women folks can enter it is to buy their apples from me.
Apple pie baking contest? That blame it. Why didn't I think of that idea when I owned them apples?
Of course, it takes brains to study up ideas like that. Abner, I want you to sack up them apples and tote 'em up to the front of the store there and get 'em all ready to sell.
Well, just a minute. Why don't you tote 'em up there yourself?
Because I'm going to be too busy designing plans for the contest.
Design?
Yeah, hurry up and get going there.
Oh, all right, Paul.
Oh, Paul?
Yeah, designing Paul. And Grandpap, if you see that Lester Garnett, tell him you've just been talking to his old friend Bert, Pack Rat Peabody.
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their Jotham Down store. A customer is just leaving. Listen.
Yeah, much obliged, Miss Davis. Come in again. Yeah, there's another woman that's going to enter your pie contest, Mom.
Yeah.
They're sure coming in here buying them apples, I'll say that for 'em.
Yeah.
Found you there's been at least 80 women in here this morning.
Yeah. I know they have, but how many apples have they bought, Abner? 4, 5. None of them's bought over half a dozen.
Well, that's all they need to bake a pie with.
I know that.
According to the rules of your contest, Lum, all the women has to do to enter it is to buy the apples they're going to bake the pie with from you.
Yeah, but I never expected they'd just barely buy enough apples for one pie. I figured they'd buy a bushel of them anyway. Or a peck, at least.
Well, what would they want to do that for? Everybody in town here grows their own apples.
Yeah, looks like I never figured on that.
Oh, they got worlds of them.
Fact is, it looks like I never figured on nothing. Abner, are you sure that's all it takes to bake an apple pie? 4 apples?
Yeah. Fact is, I believe you could even make one with less than that if you had to. I know Maud Toops just wanted to buy 3½ apples, but I told her we couldn't split none of them.
Yeah, well, you might expect something like that from her, but grannies, I never thought the other women around this town would be so tight-fisted about this. Stingy bunch of varmints.
Yeah, well, they're just going according to the rules that you made up yourself, Lum. You want them to buy more, well, you ought to have said so.
You'd think that as long as I was offering a $10 prize for the best one, they'd try to outdo themselves and bake up some big fat pies. Use a couple of dozen apples in them.
Well, they can make pretty good-sized pies out of 5 or 6 apples. I know Elizabeth can.
You know, I'll just bet that some of them is aiming on slipping some of their own apples in there unbeknownst to me. I can tell you one thing, if I see any extra thick ones, I'm going to throw them right out of the contest. Disqualify them.
Well, now, Lum, there's bound to be some thick ones in there. You got to figure on that.
Just wish there's some way I could tell our apples from theirs after they get baked up in a pie. Wish now I'd have marked ours some way.
Marked them? How would you do that?
Oh, I don't know.
Take a pencil and check them or something, but they'd peel the mark right off of them.
Well, there ain't no way to do it. Maybe I could have dyed them purple.
Now, who would want to eat a purple apple pie? I wouldn't even want a blue one, and that's my favorite color.
I know that. Just the same, I wish there's some way of marking them. I'd love to catch them women cheating.
Well, Lum, I don't know what you're getting mad at all these women folks for. You got up this contest. They're all falling all over themselves to get in it, and now you're fussing 'cause they did it.
Well, the whole thing was that I was aiming to make a lot of money out of this. Thought it was a great idea to sell all them apples I got stuck with. And now look, out of 53 bushels, I still got about 52.
Oh, we've sold more than 1 bushel now.
I don't know how many it is, but I know my idea never worked out. I know that for good. How much did that last woman buy that was in here?
Miss Davis?
Yeah.
Let's see. I believe the apple she bought come to about 23 cents.
23 cents,
No, 24 cents. That's what it was, yeah.
24, let's see. Add that one to what we've already took in. Let's see, that's, Dennis, do you know how much that comes to?
How much?
$19.50.
Well, doggy, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. I was aiming on making a few hundred out of it.
You ought to be thankful you made that much loan. The other day we couldn't sell none of them or give them away or nothing else. I know I'm thankful, because now you've got enough to pay me back that $10 I lent you to use for the prize money in your apple growing contest.
Is that all you can think about, that $10 I owe you?
Lum, I've got to get that back in the sugar bowl before Elizabeth finds out it's gone.
All right. I'll give it to you.
When?
Right now.
Good.
The lucky thing for me, the mail order house ain't as mean as you are. Leastways, they're giving me 30 days to pay them that $300 for the pie-inner I ordered.
Yeah, they ain't married to Elizabeth neither. And besides, they can take that pie-inner back.
All right, there's your $10. Now, let's don't hear no more about it.
Thank you.
Let's see now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That leaves me $9.53.
Oh,
that reminds me. Has Will Spencer called up here today?
Will Spencer? I don't believe he has. Is he going to enter the pie baking contest?
No, but I owe him a bill for printing up the signs for these 2 contests. And that judge's badge.
Oh?
I told him I'd have the money to pay him today.
How much is the bill?
$7.35.
For them 2 signs?
And the judge's badge. Can't be a contest judge less than you got a badge.
Well, you sure got a big enough one, I'll say that for you. That thing there looks like a bottom of a wash tub.
Let's see, 7...
Looks like you're hollering.
53... Leaves me $2.18. Done all that work and got all them good ideas, and all I got out of it is $2.18.
Things are picking up for you, Lum.
Oh, yeah, sure. All I got to do now is just raise $297.82, that's all.
Well, leastways, you ain't winning a hole again on this contest.
Yeah, but you'd think out of 2 contests a feller would at least make... Uh-oh.
Now, what's the matter?
I plumb forgot about the prize money for the pie baking contest. I've offered $10 for the best one.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll see you later, Lum.
Wait a minute, Abner. Don't leave me now.
Lum, what do you have to go around offering $10 for everything for her? Is 10 the only thing you can ever think of? Whatever happened to them little numbers like $1 and $2 and 50 cents?
I'm going to lose about $8 on this contest, looks like. I ain't never going to raise no $300 anyway.
Yeah, you had more money before you ever started trying.
Granny, why does everything turn out this way for me?
I don't know. Just got natural talents for it, I reckon.
I just can't afford to hold that contest. That's all there are to it. I wish now I never started it.
I wish you hadn't either.
Fact is, I don't think I am going to hold it. I'm going to call the dead blame thing off.
Call it off? What, you can't do that, Lum. You put that sign up, and all the women folks in town's been in here buying apples to get in that contest.
I don't care what they've been doing.
Lum, Eddard, if you done that, they'd come in here and whop the living daylights out of you. They'll pulverize you.
Do you think they would, John?
Oh, they'll mop this floor up with you, Lum. You don't know women folks like I do. They're humans, all right, but they're the worst kind, Lum. That's the dangerousest one-idea you ever got in that little old head of yours.
Well, I don't know. I still think I'm going to call it off.
Lum, you don't know what you're saying.
Yes, I do.
You don't do it. I can tell you're dealing with women folks, Lum, and their cooking reputations is at stake. Don't you understand nothing?
All I understand is I was an idiot for getting up that first contest, and I ain't going to be one all over again. I'm getting out right now before I lose any more money. I'm getting smart now. You know that old Eddard saying, first time the mule kicks, it's the mule's fault.
Yeah, I know, Lum, but when you deal with a batch of women, the first time the mule kicks.
Yeah.
Well, that explains to me how you been acting. Where'd he get you? In the head?
Who?
That mule that kicked you. Whose was it? Was that that belongs to Ulysses S. Quincy? Doggy, there's a mean feller, Lum. You're lucky that he never kicked your head clean off.
Abner, no mule kicked me in the head.
Oh, well, you better sit down here in the rocker then. It's got a cushion in it.
I don't want to sit on no cushion. All I want to do is get up to that phone there and make a public announcement. I'm going to tell them the contest is off.
Now, Lum, don't do that now. It'd be a heap safer to take your chances on getting kicked again by Ulysses' mule.
No, Abner, my mind is made up. There just ain't no sense in going through with something that's bound to lose your money. Wait a minute, that's our ring. Must be Will Spencer. You talk to him, Abner, and tell him I'll be down and pay him after a while.
All right.
Stall him off.
All right. Hello. Jordan down store, Abner Peabody doing the talking. How you, Will?
I don't want to discuss money with nobody right now.
Mom? Oh, yeah, I thought you somebody else. Yeah, Lum's here. Just a minute.
No, I ain't no such a thing.
Yes, you are. It's the one and only light of your life. Your true love, Miss Emmeline.
Miss Emily?
Yeah, that's who it is. Come on.
What did she want to talk to a broke pager like me for?
I don't know. Take the receiver and find out.
Yeah. Just turn it loose.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello, Miss Emmeline. Oh, pretty good. How's yourself?
Believe that mule did kick me, too.
Well, yeah, I was going to have a contest, but I decent. Huh? Oh, you are? Well, yeah, I think that'd be an awful good idea, but... Well, sure, I know you're a good cook, but... Well, yeah, I'd love to have you in the contest, but you see how decent... Huh? How many? All right. Yeah. Yeah, right away. All right, Miss Emmeline. Goodbye. Abner, get me 4 of them apples.
4?
Yeah, I've got to deliver them to Miss Emmeline. She's going to enter the pie baking contest.
Contest? I thought you was going to call that off.
It's back on again.
Oh.
And, Abner.
Yeah?
You better lend me that $10 back again. I'm going to need it for the prize money.
All right. Here it is. Now tell me, where's he at, Lum?
Where's who at?
Ulysses his mule. Anybody's as crazy as I am's got it coming to him. I might as well let him kick me, too.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jotham Down store. Lum is talking on the telephone.
Yes, Mom. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, they're good, all right. Yes, Mom. Oh, by all means. Yeah. All right, Miss Eastrunk. Much obliged for calling. Goodbye. Ma? Oh, I thought you said something else. Goodbye.
What in the world kind of a phone call was that, Lum?
that was Miss Seastrunk.
Well, I know that, but what was she talking about? All you said was just a batch of yes, Mom.
Well, the only reason in the world she called up for was to let me know that the pie she was going to enter in the contest would be the crossbar type.
Crossbar?
Yeah, you know, there's three kinds of pies, crossbar, open face, and kivered.
Yeah.
The kind she's making is the kind with the stripes across the top of the pie, crisscross-like, not kivered.
Yeah, Lum, I know what a crisscross pie is, but what did she want to tell you about it for?
Well, don't you see? She wanted me to be sure and know which'n is hers when I come to judge 'em at the contest Monday.
Well, you ain't supposed to know which'n is whose, are you?
No, of course not. That's why she's doing it. Figures she'll have a better chance of winning that way.
Well, that's cheating, ain't it?
Well, yeah, in a way it is.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, she never come right out flat-footed and said she was going to enter a crossbar to 'em. She just sort of hinted at it.
Hinted, huh?
Yeah, she'd say things like, I think crossbar pies are awful pretty, don't you, Lum? Or,
yeah.
Most anybody can make a plain kivered apple pie, but personal, I lean to the crossbar type.
That woman leans towards any type of victuals when it comes to eating. I've noticed her at the sociable. She's always hanging around the dining room leaning toward the sandwiches.
No, she can eat all right. She ain't got that schoolgirl figure no more, neither.
Oh, I guess maybe she has, Lum. She's just got more of it now.
Yeah, and she's got it rearranged, you might say.
Well, see, you know, I'm just surprised that Miss Seastrunk would try to do a thing like that.
Oh, well, it ain't only her, it's all of 'em. Well, not all of 'em, but I bound you 15 women at least has either called me up or stopped me on the street and tried to give me a hint about what kind of a pie they's going to bake for the contest.
I see. Man,
I never knowed there was so many ways of marking a pie. I thought all they done was just jab a batch of holes in the top of it, but they're putting in regular designs, and every one of 'em different.
And they told you just what designs they're going to use, huh?
No, they tried to be subtle about it, but I knowed what they're trying to tell me. Them women folks ain't tricking me. They don't fool me none. And they're all alike.
They are, huh?
Well, now, there are some exceptions, I'll have to admit it.
Oh.
And I'm glad to tell you that your woman's one of them, Abner.
Oh, well.
Yes, sir, I seen Elizabeth on the street this morning. She never even bring up the subject of apple pies.
Uh-oh, that reminds me.
Reminds you of what?
Why, nothing.
What was you going to say?
It ain't nothing, Lum. I forgot what it was, I think.
Well, I better get to work.
Yeah.
Some grocery orders here I want to put up so as you can deliver them.
Covered with zigzags.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Sounded like you said covered with zigzags.
Well.
Well, what did you actually say? I've just heard so much about apple pies today that everything sounds like some kind of a pie design to me.
It does, huh?
Well, I can't waste all day just standing here gabbing. I better get busy.
Yeah.
Here, I'll call the orders out and you put them up.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing else to do right now.
No.
Oh, nothing from Miss Borton where it says 2 cans of beans there. Send her 2 cans of asparagus.
Well, Lum, she can tell the difference betwixt beans and asparagus. She wants beans, we better send her beans.
She don't want beans, though. She wants asparagus.
Well, why didn't you put that down, then?
Because asparagus is one word I never could spell. And I never wanted Miss Borton to know it.
Oh.
Now, let's get busy and get this out of the way now.
Yeah. Zigzag designs are nice, ain't they, Lum?
On pies, you mean?
Well, could be, I reckon. Covered one, say, for incident.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm so sick of hearing that junk, I wouldn't know one design from the other.
You wouldn't, huh?
Let's see here now. A sack of flour.
Zigzag designs are easy to tell, ain't they, Lum?
I don't know. A bucket of lard. We're getting kind of low on lard. I better order some.
You know, I ain't for sure, but I think Elizabeth's got sort of a zigzag knife over at our place.
5 cans of tomatoes. They sure order a lot of tomatoes over at the Pomeroy's.
I was just noticing the pie that Elizabeth baked a while back here.
Tomato pie?
No. What kind of a pie was it? Well, ain't that cuter? I believe it was an apple pie.
Pound of bologna. I said a pound of bologna.
Oh.
Well, that takes care of the Pomeroy's, but I ain't taking supper with them tonight. Tomatoes and bologna. You better get the phone there, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
What? I never paid no attention. Might have been. Hello, jot 'em down, so Abner Peabody doing the talking. Oh, what is it, Elizabeth? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I will. Don't worry, honey. Goodbye.
Who was that, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
What you want?
Oh, nothing. Just want me to be sure and come home early tonight. Wanted to tell me not to zigzag on the way.
Zigzag?
Yeah, zigzag.
What in the world's eating on you anyway?
Lord, did you ever see a pie with sort of a zigzag design on it?
No, and up until this contest, I never paid no attention to such things at all. The way them women has been hounding me today, I wish I never had. If one more woman tries to influence me, I'm going to throw her right out of the contest.
Yeah, huh?
Yes, I am. I'm sick and tired of such tic-tacs. I'm glad there's a few self-respecting women left in this town, like Elizabeth.
Yeah, like Elizabeth.
You don't hear her going around trying to use them underhanded methods trying to win a prize.
Oh, not her. I don't think.
Yeah, you can be mighty proud of that little woman, Abner.
Oh, I am.
Yes, sir. You can be thankful you've got a partner like her. If I was you, I'd always do everything she asked me to do.
Well, I'm trying, but it ain't easy.
But as far as the rest of the women folks in this town goes, I wouldn't give a nickel's worth of gumdrops for the whole lot of them.
What?
Wish there's some way of calling this dad-blame contest off. I'd do it, too, if Miss Emmeline weren't entered in it. Her and Elizabeth.
Yeah, well, you better not call it off now, Lord.
Oh, well, I've got to go through with it now. I know that. But I don't know what good it's going to do me. I'm losing money on it. Even had to borrow the $10 prize for it from you.
From Elizabeth, you mean? That was her $10 bill I taken out of the sugar bowl.
Yeah, and the worst part of it is I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to pay it back. All I'm going to get out of this contest is just a lot of enemies and 80 apple pies.
Huh?
Now, what can a man do with 80 apple pies? I can't eat them all, I know that.
Oh, me, no.
People around here ain't going to buy their own pies back.
Not after they give them to you for nothing.
Now, Granny's, wait a minute. There ought to be somebody that wants to buy them pies.
80?
And I bound you, I know just the outfit that can sell them. That big market in there at the county seat.
The city market?
Yeah, they handle everything. I'm going to call them up right now.
I know that's a good idea. Good idea.
Ought to be able to get 75 cents a piece for pies like them. And if we've got 80 of them, that'll come to, let's see, how much would that be? Hello? Mamie? Listen, Mamie, I'm fine and everybody I know's fine. So get hold of the city market at the county seat for me, please.
That's my...
Yeah, that's right. And hurry, 'cause this is important. Did you figure out how much that'd be, Emma?
It's more than $2, I know.
It would be way yonder more than that, I know.
Yeah.
75 times 80. That ain't easy, is it? Better get a pencil and paper.
Yeah, sure.
Wait a minute. Hello, is this the city market?
Wish we had a blackboard.
This is L. Edwards at the Jot 'em Down store in Pine Ridge. We're going to have some extra good apple pies here on Monday, and I thought you might be interested in them.
5 O's is O.
No, they're all home-baked by the women folks around here.
One of them's going to have zigzag designs.
Well, they're bound to be good ones because they've been baking them for a pie contest.
Oh!
That's right.
Bite my tongue every time I try to figure.
Oh, about 80, I reckon. Well, I thought 75 cents apiece. 70 cents. 65.
No, what are we doing?
Huh?
Thought we'd auction something.
Well, yeah, I reckon that'll be all right. Yeah, I'll deliver Monday. Much obliged to you. Goodbye.
How much they going to give you for them, Lum?
We compromised.
How much?
50 cents apiece. But I'll still make a nice profit out of it. And that's an easier number to figure anyway. 80 pies at 50 cents will give me $40.
How do you do that so fast?
And out of that, I'll be able to pay you that $10 I borrowed for the prize money, and then you can give it back to Elizabeth.
Well, wait a minute, Lum. I know an easier way to give her that $10.
What do you mean?
Well, when you come to judging them pies Monday...
Yeah.
Zigzag.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the contest nearing its conclusion. Abner, Grandpap, and Squire Skimp are on the platform of the lodge hall, assisting Lum as he samples the pies. Listen.
Come on, Lum. You ain't done yet.
No, you got a couple more pies to go, Lum.
Here's the next one right here, I believe it is, Lum. Brace up now.
Grannies, I don't know where I can taste another or not.
Oh, tut, you've gone this far, Lum. You can't stop now. You're the judge of the contest, you know.
Will you cut this one for me, Squire? I don't believe I've got strength enough left to cut one of them things.
Well, yes, be glad to. Let me have a knife there, Lum.
Yeah. Make it as little a sliver as you can. How many of them things have I sampled so far, anyway?
Well, I've been keeping track. You've done tasted 77 so far. Just got 2 more to go, Lum.
Granny, it's peculiar how a feller can lose his taste for apple pie.
Well,
why didn't I get somebody else to judge these pies?
You insisted on doing it yourself. Yes, I wanted to judge the contest, Lum. You wouldn't let me.
I had about a half a dozen fellers do it.
Well, here, Lum. I'll take this piece here while I'm holding it for you.
Yeah, thank you, Squire.
Hey, Grandpa, look at Miss Johnson over there. I bound you that's her pie he's tasting now. Look at her sit there with her eyes bugged out.
Yeah. Looky there, she's opening her mouth right along with Lum.
Yeah, that's her pie, sure the world.
You'd think she's sampling it herself.
Yeah.
That's very good. All right, cut that last one, Squire.
Yes, all right, Lum. Maybe you better sit down a minute, Lum. You look a little green.
Grannies, I ain't started to sprout apples, have I?
No. Well, there you are, Lum. You want me to hold you up?
No, just let me get a good grip on the table here.
Here you go. Steady now, Lum.
Yeah, here it goes.
Oh, look over there, Grandpa. Look at old Maud Toops. That must be her pie. Yeah. She's standing right up. Getting ready to come right up here and get the prize money. Look at her.
Oh, look, the widow Abernathy's pulling old Maud back down her chair again. It must be her pie.
Oh, it is. Ain't no doubt about it. I just hate to think what this is going to be like after Lum announces a winner, though. I'd sure hate to be in old Lum's shoes.
Well, that's sad.
All right, who's the winner, Lum?
Well, I can't tell yet.
Can't tell.
Abner didn't. I set some aside that I thought was better than others.
Yeah, you did, Lum. You set some of them aside. The first 57 you tasted, in fact.
Is that many?
Yeah. You seem to lose interest after that.
Well, let's see. Squire, would you tell the women folks that it'll take me a few more minutes to decide the contest, and then I'll announce the winner?
Oh, yes, all right, Lum.
Abner, come over here in the corner with me a minute. I want to talk to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, or mostly ladies, I guess it is, I've been asked to announce that there will be a slight delay before the conclusion of the contest. But if it's just 4 minutes, Mr. Edwards will complete the judging and announce the winner.
Listen, Abner, which one of them pies would you pick?
Which one?
Yeah.
Well, Lord, me, I don't know.
Well, you seen them laying out there on the table.
I seen them, yes, Lum, but you're the one that's been tasting them, not me, and that's what you go by, the way they taste.
I know it, but I can't tell. They all got to taste alike.
Yeah.
The first 2 or 3 tasted different, but I can't recollect even how they tasted now.
Well, Lum, I'll tell you a good one. I'll decide it for you. That and with the zigzag design on the crust, I believe.
No, I know that. That's Elizabeth's. I don't want to cheat.
Well, that wouldn't exactly be cheating.
I'm surprised at you, Abner, even suggesting such a thing.
You asked me which one I'd pick, and I told you that. If I like zigzag designs, it ain't my fault.
You like that one because it's Elizabeth.
I don't know such a thing. I don't think. I just favor zigzags. Just love them. And after all, Elizabeth's the one that put up the $10 that you're going to give for the prize. She don't know it, of course, but that's what she did.
Yeah, but it'd still be cheating.
Well, I don't know. I believe I can tell you which one is Miss Emily.
You can. Where is it?
I believe it's...
No, never mind. Don't tell me. I don't want to know that neither. Tell you what I better do. Just pick one at ransom.
At ransom, huh?
Yeah, they're all good.
Oh, yeah.
Every one of them deserves to win, so I believe that's the only fair way to do it. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah? All right. You better do it then. And after you do it, get set to run, too, Lum.
Yeah, come on. All right, Squire, you can tell him I'm ready.
Have you picked one, Lum?
No, but I will in just a second. Let's see. Let me see now. I believe this is it right here.
This one right here, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Quiet, everybody. Ladies, we now have a winner. Just a minute now. We'll look on the bottom of the pie tin and see who it belongs to. What did it say, Lum?
Mrs. Foster Childer.
Mrs. Foster Childer.
You all right? Lum, wake up here.
Hey, where am I?
At the pie contest.
Hey, what hit me?
78 losers.
I thought it was a cyclone.
Oh, it was worse than that, I'll tell you that right now. Hey, you hurt bad any place, Lum?
I don't know. Last I recollect, Squire was... Oh, my goodness, them women folks never damaged eyes, did they?
No, somehow or other they missed it all right.
Oh, thank goodness for that. That'd have ruined everything. Where's Cedric at?
Cedric Wheathut?
Yeah, he's going to have me tote these pies to the city market in at the county seat.
Oh.
I better hurry, too, because I promised I'd deliver them right after the contest.
I'm in. Oh, well, howdy, Grandpap. Doggies, what become of you? Last I seen of you, you was heading for a winter over at the lodge hall.
Well, I made it all right. Yeah, I got out.
Good. It's a lucky thing for you did, I'll tell you that. They'd have tromped you to pieces.
And after all the women got out of there and things sort of quieted down again, I went back in and helped Ezra and Ulysses try to straighten up the lodge hole again.
He did, huh? Oh, that place was a mess.
Oh, it was shambles.
Never seen nothing like that.
Chairs busted and the benches upset.
Yeah.
Still gonna need something up.
Oh, there ain't no doubt about that. I just hope they don't charge Lum for it.
Well, he's making some money out of this, ain't he?
Oh, yeah. Him and Cedric's taking all them pies into the county seat. Lum's gonna sell them to the city market in there. Gonna make himself a nice profits out of it, too, I reckon. But I hate to see him have to pay out money for them repairs at the lodge hole, though.
Well, if they do charge him for it, I don't reckon it'll be much. It's mostly just putting some of them chairs back together again.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, Grandpap. Lum's had so many worries. When he comes in, why, don't mention it to us. Let him out about it later.
Now, when'll he be back?
Oh, time, I reckon. I expected him back for now. You know, I was just thinking, Grandpap, they ought to make them women folks pay for fixing them chairs. They was the one that broke them.
Or two.
Yes, sir.
Or to send every woman in town a bill. That is, all except Miss Foster Childers. She's the only one that never taken a swing at old Lum.
Well, natural. She was the winner.
Yeah. You know, I was mighty glad to see her being the winner, too. After all the bad luck the Childerses has been having of late.
Oh, it was a good thing. Yeah, that $10 ought to look mighty good to them.
You know that they're losing their house, too.
Their house?
Yeah. See, they was just renting it from the Dixons, sort of temporary, and now the Dixons is coming back to Pine Ridge, so the Childerses has got to move out.
Oh, me.
Fact is, they've got to move out tomorrow morning. They ain't got a place in the world to move to.
That is a...
Not a single pigeon-toed place.
Well, how about the old Hurley? No, that's tore down. Let me see now.
Oh, they've looked everywhere.
Doggies, I can't think of... wait a minute. There comes Lum now. Maybe he'll have ID for him.
Yeah, there just ain't no place. That's the whole trouble.
Well, there might be some... Well, howdy, Lum. Did you and Cedric get the pies delivered all right?
Don't even mention that to me. They wouldn't take a dad blame one of them pies.
Wouldn't take them?
No, sir.
I thought you done made a deal with them.
I had, but that deal was for whole pies.
Whole pies?
Yeah, and every one of mine had a sliver cut out of it, so they wouldn't take none of them.
Well, all me long, you had to cut them. That was the only way you could sample them.
Yeah, if I just used my head, though, I wouldn't have figured out some other way of judging them pies. That'd come it all anyways. This looks like I can't make a nickel out of nothing.
Yeah, it does look that way, all right.
Yeah, I put on every kind of an apple contest there is and what I get out of it. A debt of $10 and 79 half-eaten pies. Every kind of an apple contest there is.
Yeah. All except the apple pie eating contest.
What did I get? What'd you say?
Well, I never meant to say nothing wrong. I just said all except the apple pie eating contest.
Granny, that's it. That's it, Abner. That's what I'm going to put on next. A pie eating contest.
Now, wait just a minute, Lum. I ain't going to lend you another $10.
You don't need to. I'll raise the prize money for wherever the contest starts. I'll charge everybody $1 to enter it. Granny's, I'll make some money out of them doggone apples yet.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in the Jotham Down store, following the end of the pie-eating contest. Cedric, a contestant, isn't doing so well. Listen.
Cedric, for the land's sakes, please cut out that moaning and groaning.
Oh, I don't feel very good, Mr. Abner. I wonder if it could be something I ate.
Oh, I don't think so. All you ate in the contest was just 13 and a half pies. I thought sure you'd do better than that, Cedric.
Well, I did too. I don't know what was the matter with me.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A big boy like you letting that little young'un, Duty Bates, beat you.
Oh, I am ashamed of myself. Ashamed to pieces.
Why, Duty beat you by a good pie and a half, Cedric. And I believe he could have ate more, too, if we hadn't run out of pies. That boy is a pie eater.
Mr. Abner, I'd rather you just wouldn't talk about it. You don't know what a terrible blow this is to me. Oh, my stomach.
Well, you better take some Alka-Seltzer, Cedric. Them will fix you up good.
I just can't understand it. I'm good and well. I can eat more pies than that.
Well, why didn't you do it then? You could have won yourself $10, Cedric.
Oh, I don't know why I never. This looks like I ain't the eater I thought I was. This'll ruin my reputation. I ain't nothing but a has-been.
Oh, now, Cedric, don't carry on like that. You get your appetite back again. This just wants your day.
It is, Abner, $40.50. That's how much I taken in on the pie-eating contest.
You did?
80 people that come at you 20 cents a head, and 23 contestants at $1 apiece makes $43.50 all told.
Have you got that much money there, sure enough, Lum?
Well, I've just got $33.50 left because I had to give $10 to Duty Bates for being the winner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Say, that reminds me.
Yeah, I know. I still owe you the $10 I give out as first prize at the last contest I held.
Yeah.
And here it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can I keep it this time?
Yeah. And you better get it home and into that sugar bowl as fast as you can so I won't bore it back again.
That's what I've been trying to do for the last week, but I noticed I ain't been quick enough so far. Cedric, I told you to cut out that groaning. This is a store we're running down here, Cedric. We can't have you laying around here groaning, moaning, scare the customers to death. They'll think this place in here is haunted or something. Why don't you go on home and do your moaning if you got to?
Well, I'm just too ashamed myself to get out on the street.
Oh, hell.
I'm a disgrace, Mr. Abner.
Law me alive.
I don't think I'll ever be able to face my little chums again as long as I live. I might have to give up school altogether.
Oh, Cedric, that's silly.
The only thing it might say is that Duty Bates is in the fourth reader.
Well, what has him being in the fourth reader got to do with it?
Well, see, I'm just in the third reader, so natural he'd have the advantage on me.
You mean 'cause he's in a higher grade than you are?
Yes, Mom.
Well, yeah, but you're about 3 times as big as he is, Cedric. 4 times even.
Well, we don't go by that over at school.
You don't, huh?
We go by age. No, that couldn't be it.
Well, let me know.
What do we go by? That's something.
Don't know what it is. Do you, Lum?
No, I got problems of my own to think about.
Problems?
Yes, problems.
Well, I thought you was pretty well straightened out by now. You finally got shut of all the apples, and all them apple pies, too. You got me paid off for now, leastways. You got yourself about $23 profit.
Yeah, but what good is $23 when you've got to raise $300?
Oh, I know, 'cause that's right, ain't it? Yeah, you still got to pay for that pine or you give the church.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is I've just got about 2 weeks left to do it in.
Oh, will your 30 days be about then?
Yeah, I got it on 30 days approvals, and that's been about 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I ain't figured it up exact.
Well, I dog it in. You're going to have to get busy around here long.
Hey, Mr. Abner.
What is it, Cedric?
What do you think is the most important? Being the winner of a pie contest or being the only feller in the third reader with a Social Security card?
Well, Lord me, I don't know, Cedric.
Say it's the feller with the Social Security card.
All right, it's the fellow with the Social Security card.
Oh, you know that you'll mean that, though. You're just saying it, ain't you, Mr. Abner?
No, I ain't.
Yes, you are, too. I'm a disagree.
Cedric, now stop that blubbering. I just won't put up with it down here.
Help it,
You ought to see yourself, a big boy like you. I know he's 6'4" tall, standing there blubbering like a little baby.
I know it.
Tears running down your face there, big as basketballs. Look at yourself. Now, you straighten up. Ought to be ashamed of yourself.
That ain't that big. Ain't no bigger than a soda biscuit.
Well, you ought to be ashamed. A big blubbering boy. That's all
You'd
you are.
blubber, too, if you'd lost the world.
The world?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a failure. It's terrible. I'm a failure.
Oh, my goodness.
For pity's sake, Cedric, hash that up.
Yes, right now,
I
too.
wouldn't be so out in public acting the way you are.
I know, but you're used to being a failure, Mr. Lum.
What was that?
Well, this is something new for Cedric Wolfgang Weehunt, holder of Social Security card number 148-79 days.
All right, Cedric, just cut it out now. I've stood all I'm going to.
You don't reckon they'll take it away from me, do you?
Take what away from you?
My Social Security card.
Oh, no, of course not.
You won't tell the government about me losing the pie eating contest, will you?
Cedric, the government don't give a hang whether you lose or win that contest.
I still don't see how come you did lose that.
Well, I can tell you never had enough. That's the whole trouble.
Well, I know I can eat more pies than that, though. Just look at that stomach, Mr. Abner.
I know. I saw it before, Cedric.
You'd surely think I could get more than 13 pies in there, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir, to be honest, you would. You'd think you could get 80 pies in there.
Well, then why didn't I? Why?
Oh, there you go again. Now, pull yourself together, Cedric. I won't
You
stand
ain't
for
got
it.
nothing to bawl about, Cedric.
Of course not. What if you was one of the foster childerses? Then you'd have something to cry about.
Yeah, then the foster childerses.
Why, sure. They had to move out of the Dixon place this morning, Lum. And they ain't got no place to move into, neither. Of course, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just him and his woman, but they've got them. Cedric, now just good enough now. Just dry yourself up there right now. Stop it. As I started to say, not only him and his woman, but they got them 3 young'uns. The twins, Hortense and Homer, and then little Caldwell. They won't have no place to sleep tonight. No place.
Poor little Caldwell, no place to sleep.
Oh, my goodness alive.
Poor little varmint.
For the land's sake, Cedric, now don't get to crying about that,
Little
too.
Caldwell out in the cold.
Doggos, I wish now I hadn't have bring it up.
Well, I'm glad you did. They ain't got no place to live, something more to be done about it.
Well, more likely the worst trouble is them children of them. Them's the worst batch of young'uns I ever seen in my life.
I know they're misbehaved pretty bad.
Oh, no, that little Caldwell, he is a sight, that young'un.
I know when they're putting up over to Dixon's there, I don't know how they stood it.
Me neither.
Pan of ashes still there in the parlor floor.
Yeah, I was over there one morning. One of the young'uns had ripped open my soapy pillar there and had feathers, and then they poured molasses over one of the little twins and just feathered the molasses him till you couldn't hardly tell who he was.
Well, little Caldwell had one of the chairs harnessed up, using it for a horse.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a wonder he never had the twins. Used to pick them little twins up and set in a wash tub and make them pull him all around the place.
Right through the house.
Why, sure, they do it all the time. And that pig of theirs, you know.
That pet.
Yeah. Well, of course, he follows them every place they go.
Yeah, it was cute when it was little, but Granny's that thing will weigh 400 pounds.
Why, big enough for the youngest to ride now. And that dog gets to chasing the pig, and then the pig will chase the dog, and then both of them will chase the young'uns in the house, out through the back, in through the front. Oh, it's a madhouse over there.
Oh, and they sleep with the thing.
Oh, I know it.
That ain't healthy.
I
Of course,
would.
the pig has done well.
Oh, yes, he looks good and healthy. Dog is as big as
But we can't have a situation like that here in Pine Ridge and not do nothing about it.
Well, there ain't a whole lot you can do about it, Lum. There just ain't no place for them to move to. They just look everywhere.
There's bound to be some place for them, and I ain't going to rest till I find it.
Well, now, just whereabouts are you going to look at? Cedric, stop crying about little Caldwell.
I ain't crying about him. I'm back on myself again now.
Oh.
I know I'm a better pie eater than that.
Lord, me, that boy.
I think the first thing I'll do is go over to Squire Skimp's office and see if he ain't got some kind of a little old place he can rent them. Even if it's just temporary.
Well, you can try, but I don't think you can find nothing, Lum. It just ain't a thing in Pine Ridge.
Well, I'm going to find out anyway. While I'm gone, I want you to stack up all them pie pans. I think the women folks wants to get them back.
All right.
I'll be back directly.
All right. Cedric, give me a hand with these pie pans here.
Mr. Abner, I don't believe I could stand to look at them things. Just keeps reminding me of what a terrible failures I am.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Come on, get up and help me now. It'll do you good, Cedric. Come on now.
Mr. Abner, I just know I can eat more pies than that.
Cedric, I wish you'd quit saying that.
Well, I know I can, though.
Well, what makes you think so? You never done it.
Well, I can prove it by Mr. Luke Spears.
Luke Spears?
Yes, Mom.
What's he got to do with it?
Because he seen me do it.
Do what?
Well, just for the contest, I done a little practicing down there at his lunchroom, and I sat there and ate 22 pies, one right after the other.
22? Just before the contest?
Yes, Mom, I can do it when I'm practicing, looks like, but when there's money up, I can't get the pies down.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jotham Down store talking to his friend, Grandpappy Spears.
I might not have heard you right, Abner. Did you say Lum went to the Ladies' Aid meeting?
Yeah, that's what I said, Grandpa. He's over there right now, I reckon.
Don't tell me he's joined that now. What will let Lum do next?
Well, Grandpap, he ain't joining up with them.
Just putting in his application, huh?
No, he ain't even trying to get in the outfit. He just went over there to make them a little talk.
Well, I don't believe they'd take him in no ways. That's mostly women. Fact is, it's all women.
I know it is.
Well, you better tell Lum then.
Lum knows it too, Grandpap. I told you he just went over there to make a talk, a speech to him. See, he's trying to find a house for foster childers and his family to move into. They ain't got no place to live now, you know. They got kicked out of that Dixon place.
Well, what's Lum doing that for? He don't owe him nothing, does he?
No, he just wants to help them, so. Lum just that kind of a feller, likes to help folks.
More likely he figured out some way to raise that $300 by getting them a place.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, Lum still owes for that pioneer he give to the church, don't he?
Yeah.
He's got to pay that pretty quick, don't he?
Well, it's due in a couple of weeks, I believe. But I know that ain't got nothing to do with Lum trying to find them a house.
No, I know it ain't either. That's mighty nice of him to get out and try to rustle them a place.
Why, sure.
How come I'm leaving a Dixon place?
Well, the Dixons is coming back here, so I heard, and they were just renting the place temporary, so they've got to get out. But there ain't no other place around here. That's the whole trouble. Yeah.
Well, what's Lum doing about raising that money? That's what I want to know.
Money for the pioneer?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't talked much to him about it. It's his business. I don't want to be butting into his business, you know.
Well, how's he aiming on getting the Childresses a house when there ain't a vacant place in town?
I told you, Grandpap, that's what he's doing over at the Ladies' Aid meeting this afternoon.
I don't get it. One minute you're talking about the Childerses needing a house, and the next minute you're talking about Lum making a speech over at the meeting, and the next minute you're talking about him trying to raise $300.
If you would just stop asking so dead blame many questions, I'll explain it to you.
Explain what to me?
Oh, my goodness.
The trouble with you,
Look, Grandpap, if you don't want to hear this, I don't care. You was the one that brung it up, not me.
Well,
not
don't
some man I
raise
can't talk.
Quit raising your voice at me.
I'll raise my voice at you any time I want to.
The trouble with you is you're always trying to pick a fuss with somebody. If you want to scuffle, just get out here on the front walk.
I don't want to scuffle. Now, sit back down there. I don't want to have no trouble with you. Doggie's never seen such a fella. Just skip the whole thing. Got more important work to do around here to argue with you. Come down here and I want to sit and visit with you. You ain't here 5 minutes till you're trying to start a fight.
All right, I'll shut up.
Just stop a man from keeping up with his work. That's what you do all the time.
Work?
Yeah, I've got work to do. I'm supposed to make a display out of noodle soup.
Out of noodle soup?
Yes, sir.
What in the world kind of a display can you make with that stuff? You're going to have an awful mess in there around here, Abner.
It's in the cans, Grandpa.
Oh.
I just wished I could study up something different for a change. I've been running things over in my mind. Mom always leaves that up to me, to stack the canned goods up and display them. And all I can ever think of to do is just stack them up in a triangle, sort of, I reckon you'd call it. You know, where they come to a point up at the top?
Yeah, why don't you try starting with the point at the bottom and work up? Oh, I guess that wouldn't hurt.
I know it wouldn't. I tried it. That's how I broke that window light out there in the window last year doing that.
Over at the Ladies' Aid meeting, huh? What kind of a talk's he making them?
Huh? Oh, well, see, the main idea is to trap the widow Cobb into asking the foster Childerses to come over and live at her place.
Live at the widow Cobb's place?
Yeah, that's what he's got in mind.
Oh, she'll never do it. No, she'll never in the world do it.
Well,
she won't hardly let nobody step in her parlor, let alone live in there.
I know it. That's why Lum's got to trap her into it.
He'll never do it.
Well, I'll admit it's going to be hard, but Lum thinks he's got a pretty good plan studied up. See, he went over there to see the widow this morning and asked her about it. And she just turned him right down flat on the whole deal.
Well, natural. I could have told him that before he went and saved him a trip.
Yeah, well, he thought his magneto personalities would win her over, I think.
Yeah, if you want my opinion, that magneto of his has always had a short in it.
Yeah, well, he tried it anyway, 'cause, see, he looked the whole town over, and that was the only place he could figure out for him to live.
Well, that ain't no place for him. I can tell him that right now.
Well, no, might not be the best in the world, but there she is, Grandpap, living all alone in that big house of hers, with a couple of extra rooms just going to waste, you might say.
Near as I can see, that whole house is going to waste. She don't live in it, she just guards it.
Oh, yeah, she's awful fussy about it.
How does Lum think he's going to trap her into it?
Well, Lum's going to get up at the meeting and go through a long rigmarole about how bad the Childers family needs a place to live in. And how a community like Pine Ridge oughtn't to let anybody be homeless and all that. And then he's going to ask if they want somebody there that was living all by themselves that had a couple of extra rooms that they could spare.
Well, is the widow Cobb at the meeting?
Why, sure, that's the whole point. See, Lum figures that when he asks that, why, everybody starts studying. And right away, they'll all think of the widow Cobb. And she'll know that's what they're thinking, too. So there won't be but one thing for her to do, and that's to just stand right up and say that she'll take them in with her.
Yeah, put her on the spot, huh?
Yeah. I know it might work, too, I'll tell you that. That Lum's pretty smart on that psychology business.
Well, it would with anybody else, but with her, I don't know.
Yes,
she's just too pigeon-toed persnickety with that house. Every spabbing-legged thing in that place is just so.
Yeah, well, it won't be when little Caldwell gets in there.
Little who well?
Caldwell. He's the oldest Childers youngin'.
Oh, yeah.
Little tow-headed boy there.
That wild little Indian. Yeah, I know him.
Oh, he's a terror, that boy. I almost hate to see him come to the store to buy liquor sticks. He generally busts something before he gets out of here, turns something over. One fell in the pickle barrel here one day. I had to fish him out there and Pump him for 30 minutes to get the breath back in him.
Oh, and then he carries that hog around with him.
Oh, yeah, that thing follows him every place he
Little
goes.
red shoat.
Well, it ain't so little now. It was when they first got it, but that thing weighs 350, 400 pounds now. Follows him every place.
Bigger than Caldwell.
Yeah, oh.
And, of course, them twins is just about as bad, Hortense and Homer.
Yeah, but they're younger. They ain't but 4, I believe it is.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them to make up for it.
Yeah.
2 of them 4, that's 8. I just hate to think what they're going to do to the widow's parlor over there.
Oh, Lord.
You know, she has got an awful nice place.
Oh, she has. She's got the best place in town. Got that red plush sofa and that flowered carpet on the floor. Ain't nobody else in town to measure up to that, I'll tell you that.
No, and that fancy gramophone with the morning glory speaker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's got the latest stuff. There's no doubt about that. And
you know,
Uncle Josh records she's got. I just love to listen to them.
You know, she's got that place just chock full of genuine mission oak furniture.
Yeah.
All regular veneer, too. None of that hardwood junk.
Oh, I know. Elizabeth just gives anything she's got to get a dining room set like that.
Upholstered in genuine leatherette, too.
Yeah. But, Lord me, we can't afford nothing like that. I'll balance you that outfit cost $30.
$29.95.
Well, I missed it a little there.
Charity showed it to me in the wish book 1,000 or 100 times.
Yeah.
She just loves it.
Oh, Elizabeth sits there in front of the fireplace in winter and just looks at that wish book. Just drools for that mission oak stuff. And I reckon the widow's envy every woman in town. I know Elizabeth's always saying what good taste the widow has got. Always remark about them peacock feathers she's got crisscrossed on top of the picture she's got hanging in the parlor.
Oh, yeah, that
First
is
man,
nice.
I believe it was.
That is nice. Elegant.
Yeah. Oh, she's got it fixed up high class. There's no 2 ways about that.
Well, take that stove she's got in the middle of the parlor.
Yeah.
She's got it polished up to where it looks like it never has been used, even.
Well, I doubt if it has. I believe she'd rather catch a pneumonia than take a chance on getting any soot in that parlor.
Well, Charity was over there one day.
Wait a minute, there comes along. I can't hardly wait to hear how the widow acted when she seen she had to take in the child as this.
About she fainted.
Oh, not her. Well, how'd the meeting go along? Is everything settled now?
Oh, yeah, it's settled all right.
Well, good. See there, what'd I tell you, Grandpa?
That's right, I just never figured she'd give in.
What'd she say, Lum?
Who?
Widow Cobb.
Oh.
After you asked the women folks that question about who had a house all by themselves with some extra rooms, did the widow get right up like you expected?
Yeah, she got up all right.
My doggies, you sure had this thing figured out right, Lum. I've got to hand it to you.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Well, she said she knowed of just such a place. Said she thought the Childerses would be awful happy there, too.
Well, bless her heart.
And she said the name of the kind, wonderful person that owned this house was Lum Eddard.
Bless her lips. Huh? Lum Eddard.
And then they give me a rising vote of thanks and meeting adjourned.
Well, Lum, you mean the Childerses is moving in with you? Homer, Hortense, little Caldwell, the whole kit and caboodle?
The whole family. When will I ever learn to keep my big mouth shut?
Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jotham Down store helping Cedric Weehunt make a purchase.
Well, hurry up, Cedric. Pick out the school tablet you want or you're going to be late to school yourself.
Well, let me see all the different kivers you got on them again now.
Cedric, I showed you all of them 100 or 1,000 times. Why don't you just take that in there with the picture of the Indian on it? That's all that's good.
Well, I've had 2 of them Indian kivers so far this year, and I don't believe you can do problems very good in them kind of tablets.
That big chaff is awful popular.
I'm feared I'm getting in a rut. I want something different this time.
Well, I don't see why it makes no difference, Cedric. What you want 'em for is a writing paper that's on the inside of 'em.
Well, killers are importance, Mr. Abner.
Oh, Lord me alive. Well, here, take that one with the picture of the bears in Yosemite Natural Park there.
Well, I don't know. Wish Mr. Lum was here to help me pick one out.
Well, he ain't here yet, Cedric, and I don't know when he will be, neither. Foster Childers and his family moved in with Lum yesterday, you know.
They did?
Yeah, they're living over there now.
Little Caldwell and the twins and all of them?
The whole family. They couldn't find no other place to live, so Lum taking them in with him. And I reckon they're more likely still moving furniture around or something. You know how particular Lum's always been about his place. Had all the furniture sitting in the same place for years.
Well, he must not be very particular having them over there.
Well, I know Miss Childers being a woman, she's going to move every piece of furniture in the house when she gets over here. Well, here, Cedric, how about this tablet with the picture of this Indian girl standing up in a canoe there?
No, I don't want that one.
Well, why not? I think that's awful pretty. There, look at them beads around her head.
That's so silly, her standing up in a boat that way. I just keep worrying for fear she's going to tip over.
It's just a picture, Cedric. Now, hurry up and pick one up. I can't stand here all day long. I've got work to do. You've been here an hour and a half, Cedric.
Well, sit down, then. I don't want to rush into this. I want to be sure and get the right picture. Don't forget, I've got to live with this tablet.
How about that one with that Indian there with his hand up to his eyes looking for his horse and he's sitting on it all the time?
No, I don't like that one.
That's awful pretty. The end of the trail.
Duty Bates has got one of them.
He has, huh?
Let's see now. You ain't got any of them with the movie stars on them, huh?
No.
That's what I'd really like to have. I'd like to have one of Roy Rogers on there.
Roy Rogers?
Yes, Mom.
Well,
he's my hero.
He is, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good, all right. Yeah, he's got a show going on the radio, I believe it is. Starts Saturday night.
Sure enough, I want to be sure and listen to that.
Reading about it in the paper this morning. A Saturday night roundup, I believe it's called.
Who are they going to round up?
I don't know, Cedric. I just seen it in the paper. I just can't wait to hear it, though.
Who all else is going to be on there?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of them that's going to be on there. I don't know who all. Gabby Hayes is going to be on there for one, and Pat Buttram.
No, old silly Pat Buttram.
That country feller, you know. He's a country.
He's the ignorantest feller I ever seen.
Yeah, that feller's a hillbilly, I believe. Yeah, he's country. There ain't no doubt about it, Cedric. But I ain't got time to talk to you. Now, hurry up. Which one do you want, Cedric?
Ain't got none of Lana Turner on there.
No.
Or Lassie.
They're all gone, Cedric. Special Lassie.
No, she's come home.
Who?
Lassie.
Well, we never come to this store.
Too. I don't know.
No, well, we ain't got none, Cedric. Now, just go ahead now. Pick out what you want.
Let's see now. Wait a minute, there comes Mr. Lum. Goody, now he can help me.
Yeah, for the land's sakes, I'll sure be glad to let him help you. I can't seem to do no good with you.
I kind of favor that one with the buffalo on it. Sort of reminds me of my Uncle Dave.
Yeah. Morning, Lum.
Morning, Abner. Ain't you supposed to be in school, Cedric?
No.
He's taking up books as I come past there.
He can't decide what kind of a cover he wants on his writing tablet, Lum.
What do you say, Mr. Lum, the buffalo or the northern lights?
Well, I don't know, Cedric.
I believe I'll take Uncle Dave. The buffalo.
Well, good. Here you are. That's a nickel, Cedric. Cash.
There you are.
Right.
Thanks for helping me, Mr. Lum.
Oh, that's all right, Cedric.
Better hurry now. You won't even get there for recess.
Yes, Mom. Well, I'll see you after school.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, I wish that boy'd trade Summers else. It ain't worth it.
Grannies.
Hey, what's the matter with you, Lum?
I'm more to a frazzle.
Well, you look just plumb wore out.
More to a frazzle.
What's the matter? What's happened to you now? You look just plumb wore out.
Hey, you'd look wore out, too, if you'd have been through all I have. Can that young'un kick?
Well, what young'un?
Little Caldwell.
Oh.
That kid's got the sharpest heels I ever seen on a human.
Did he kick you?
All night long. Me and him are sleeping together, you know.
Well.
On the Davenport in the parlor.
Well, what are you sleeping out there for? Why don't you sleep in your bed?
'Cause Mr. and Miss Childers might object. That's where they're sleeping.
Did they take your room? How come you to give them that, Lum?
I never give it to 'em. Everybody started to go to bed, and somehow or other, I wound up on the Davenport with little Caldwell.
Well, you ought to be faster on your feet than that. Where'd the twins sleep?
On the Davenport. Down at the foot end.
Oh, my goodness.
My granny's that arrangement has got to be changed, too. I can't sleep all doubled up that way. I've got a whole team of Charlie horses in each leg.
Well, why didn't you straighten out your legs? That Davenport's long.
Every time I did, I'd shove one of the twins out on the floor.
Oh.
And I'd have to get up and put them back in bed again.
Couldn't they even get back in by themselves?
They never even woke up.
Well, why didn't you just leave them there? No, I reckon that wouldn't be the thing to do. Liable to catch pneumonias. Why didn't they sleep in with their mom and papa?
Well, Miss Chowder said they couldn't do that. She said that the twins generally had screaming fits or nightmares during the night, and it bothers their papa.
Screaming fits?
That's what she said.
Did they have any last night?
Yes.
Oh.
All night. Like they shattered the window panes.
They had them, huh?
Yeah, of course, I don't see how they'd even bother Foster. I don't see how he could even hear him above that racket he makes.
Does he have screaming fits, too?
No, but there is the snoringest one human that ever pulled on a nightshirt.
Log cutter, huh?
Oh, he really saws it. I thought he was strangled there a couple of times.
Yeah, well, I've heard he's pretty good at that snoring.
Oh, I can hear him clean through the walls.
Yeah, well, your walls ain't so thick, Lum.
No, it might not have been so bad, but Miss Childers is quite a hand at snoring herself. Offbeat.
Offbeat?
Oh, yeah. I laid there for hours hoping and praying she'd either speed up or slow down. It's enough to drive a man stark raving mad, crazy, insane.
Yeah. Looks like she'd get on beat. Or to snore 8 to the knot, anyway. You must not have got no sleep at all, Lum.
Much sleep. I didn't get none. Every time things had kind of quiet down, little Caldwell let me have it again. Drive them heels in right in my stomach. And that'd make me straighten out, and wham, there'd go the twins on the floor again.
Well.
Take me about 5 minutes before I could get my breath back to where I could get out and put them back in again. Oh, Abner, have we got any rope around the store?
Rope? Now, Lum, you can't do that to yourself.
I don't want it for me. I want it for little Caldwell.
Lum, you can get thrown in the penitentiary for such as that.
I ain't going to hang him.
Oh?
Just going to tie his feet together so he can't kick me so much. You ought to see the black and blue marks I've got.
Well, if that's all you want it for, that's different, sure. You might tie the twins in bed, too, with it.
Oh, I've got to get something to tie his feet together. You know anybody that's got any of them kicking straps they use when they milk cows?
Hobbles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we got one over at the place. Yeah, that'd work good. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll bring that down at noon when I go home. And what can you do about that snoring now? Let's see.
Nothing you can do about that except move to China.
Oh.
Abner, this can't go on no longer. I've got to do something about it.
Well, what are you aiming on doing?
I don't know. One thing I ought to do is lawsue that dad-blame Widder Cobb. She was the one that got me into this. Trapped me into it.
Yeah, well, she wouldn't have, though, if you hadn't been trying to trap her into it, Lum.
Well, that's different. You didn't have no right to turn the tables on me that way. I was the one that got the idea first.
Yeah, well, they would have wrecked that nice place of hers, Lum.
Well, what about my place?
Well, on yours, my body won't be able to tell it's easy.
I don't know about that. That place of mine ain't so bad. Leastways, it wasn't up until yesterday. How would you like it if a whole batch of... Wait a minute. How about letting them move in with you for a while, Abner?
With us?
Hey, you've got that attic you could fix up for them.
No, Lum. There ain't no floor up there. They'd fall right through that thing.
Well, just take some of them.
No. We just ain't got no room at all.
Well, just take little Caldwell.
Caldwell? Oh, Lord, man, I'd rather have all the rest of them than him.
I don't believe I'd wish that off onto you, no way. Well, you could at least take care of that pet pig of theirs.
Is he over there with them?
Oh, goodness, yes.
Where did he sleep?
On the Davenport.
Now, Lum, don't tell me you stood for that now.
Well, he's the nicest one of the bunch.
I
never objected to him.
But you can't sleep up there, 3 young'uns and a 350-pound shoat, Lum.
Well, he's the best behaved young'un they got.
Well, do what you like. It's your business. I reckon you'll get along with him all right. Birds of a feather, you know.
I've got to do something, though. I can't turn him out because there just ain't no place for him to go.
Well, I know. There ain't a vacant house in the whole town.
But I'm telling you, Abner, I just can't put up with this much longer.
No.
I'd build him a brand new house to get him out of there.
Yeah, let's see, what can you do now?
Wait a minute.
I might wake the hogs.
What did I say? Did you hear what I said?
No, I don't believe I did.
Grannies, that's what I'll do. I'll build him a house.
Build him a house? Well, how in the world are you going to do that?
I don't know, but if that's the only way I can get away from little Caldwell, I'll do it.
Now, where do you think you're going to get the lumber?
Lumber?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, but Grannies, the Childers is going to have a new house if I have to gnaw the trees down myself like a beaver.
Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, as we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jotham Down store. Lum and the pig are just entering.
Hey, Abner, come here and help me keep this dad-blame pig out of the store.
Where'd you get him?
Don't ask questions. Just shut the door fast while I shove her outside.
Sure.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That young thing followed me everywhere I go.
Is that pig that belongs to the Childers, young'un?
Yeah, that's their pet.
Yeah, I thought I knowed him. Yeah.
Twice as big as all three of them young'uns put together.
Well, how come it's following you around instead of them?
I don't know. I reckon I made the mistake of feeding it last night. But the only reason I done that was to get it out of the house.
Are they still bringing that pig right in the house?
Oh, yeah. The young'uns insist on him sleeping right there in the parlor.
Well.
But I'm putting a stop to that. 4 of us is enough on that Davenport.
Oh. How did you and the twins and little Caldwell get along last night, Mom?
Well, it was the best night so far.
Well, good.
Little Caldwell forgot to take his shoes off before he went to bed. Instead of kicking me in the stomach, he kicked me in the head.
The head?
Yeah, and I don't recollect a thing that happened after that. Thanks to little Caldwell.
Well, bless his heart.
Leastway, it's one way for me to get some sleep at night, but I don't know how long my head'll hold out.
Well, why don't you try kicking him in the head for a change? That'd break it up some.
No, I couldn't do nothing like that. I will admit there's times when I feel like that'd be the best thing for the little terrier, but, well, his mama and papa think the world and all of him.
Yeah, natural.
His papa's pretty stout, too.
Yeah, well, his mama ain't no midget herself, neither.
No, but I won't have to put up with them living at my place much longer, I can tell you that.
Have you found them another place to move to?
No, I'm going to build them a new house, don't you recollect?
Mom, are you still serious about that idea?
Why, sure I am. Figured out just how I'm going to do it already.
Now, Mom, where do you think you're going to get the money to build a new house?
Who needs money? All you need is brains, and I've got a whole head full of them.
Mom, you need money, too. You've got to buy a lot, and the lumber, pay a carpenter, I don't know what all.
Don't worry, I'll get all of them. If you'll step aside and let me get to the phone, I'll show you just how you can do things if you use your head a little bit.
You ought to be thinking about raising money instead of spending. You still got to pay that $300 on the pioneer you give the church. Who you calling there?
No, Widow Cobb.
Well, what do you call her for? She told you once, Lum, she don't want none of them Childerses over there at her place.
I know it, but she owns some lots. And wait a minute. Hello, is this Miss Cobb?
Well, keep up.
This is Lum Edwards. Ma? Oh, no, I ain't still mad about that. In fact, since I sort of enjoy having the Childers staying with me.
Special little Caldwell.
Well, what I was calling you about is them lots you own. I'd like to buy one of them.
With what?
Well, I want to build a house on it. Yes, Ma.
Couldn't build nothing.
Well, now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I won't be able to pay you till the house is done and sold.
Couldn't buy houses, say 10 cents a dozen.
Well, I know it is, but that's the best kind of a deal I can make right now. Oh, yeah, I'm going to build right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the builder and the lumber and everything.
I see.
Well, I was thinking of that corner lot right across the road from the Adams' place. Well, the house is as good as sold right now, and you'll get your money first thing. Huh. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. You will? I think Granny's good for you.
How does he do it?
Well, I'll be over later on today, and we'll draw up all the papers.
So.
Yes, Mom. Much obliged to you. Goodbye. There's the lot. See how easy it is?
Well, that sure is a new way to do business, I'll say that for you.
Well, that shows what an advantage it is to have brains.
Yeah. When did you get the lumber and the carpenter and all that, though?
Well, that's something I got to check on right now.
Check on it? What do you mean, Mom?
Hey, Abner.
Oh, what is it, Grandpap?
There's a pig sitting on your front porch.
Yeah, we know it.
Does it belong to you fellas?
No, just a friend of Lum.
Oh, well, she's sitting on the porch. Thought you'd like to know. See you later.
Much obliged to you. What are you going to do about that pig, Lum? Just let her follow you around everywhere you go?
I don't know. I ain't got time to worry about that now. I've got to call up Hugh Garrett about doing the building.
Well, why don't you call up Eugene Blevins? He's a heap better carpenter than Hugh.
I know, but I got my reasons for wanting Hugh to do this job. See, him and Lester Parks claiming. Hello, is Hugh at home? Yeah, I'd like to speak with him. You see, Abner, Hugh and Lester Parks are mad at one another, so that's why I want him.
Well, Lum, Lester Parks is a foreman at Walt Bates' sawmill. And if he's mad at Hugh, why, he sure ain't going to sell him no lumber.
Well, you see the idea. Just a minute. Hello, Hugh? Lum Eddard. Oh, pretty good. Say, Hugh, how'd you like to build a house for me right away? Well, I've done got the lot, and... How's that? Well, that's what I was going to talk to you about. I'll get the lumber myself, and you won't have to deal with Lester at all.
No.
Well, just leave all that up to me. How's that? Well, now, that's something else I was going to talk to you about. You see, I'm a little short of cash right now, Hugh, and I'm going to have to ask you to wait till the job's done before I can pay you.
A little short?
Yeah, I know you've got to live, but here's what I'll do. I'll give you all the credit you want at the store here, and you won't get no bill till after you've been paid. How's that?
I'm in on this.
Well, good. It's a deal, then. I'll call you the minute we're ready to start building. You're all right, Hugh. Goodbye. Well, there's my builder.
Well, where are you going to get the money to pay everybody if and when you get the house built, though?
Well, I'm going to sell it to Foster Childers.
Foster?
He's got money. He ain't broke.
No.
The only reason he ain't bought a house is because there ain't one in Pine Ridge to buy.
Hey, Lum.
Oh, what is it, Ulysses?
Lum, there's a pig sitting on your front porch.
Yeah, I know it.
Well, okay. It belong to you, Lum?
No, I'll say it don't.
Well, okay. Just thought I'd tell you there's one out here.
Mom, you ought to get shut of that pig. Folks are liable to think she's one of our customers here at the store.
I'll take care of that later. I'm too busy right now.
Who are you calling up now?
Lester Parks, natural. Well, I can't build a house without materials. You see, the way I've got it planned, just a second. Hello, is this the lumber company? I'd like to speak to Lester Parks. Oh, well, would you have him call me, call Lum Eddard as quick as he's free? All right, thank you.
Mom, I don't think you'll ever talk Lester into waiting for his money like them others.
Oh, I think he will.
Oh, no.
I've still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. Fact is, oh, my goodness.
Say, Lum.
Oh, howdy, Squire.
There's a pig sitting on your front porch.
Yeah, I know it.
She belong to you?
No, she don't.
Oh, she doesn't.
No, she just followed me down here.
Well, I just thought I'd mention it. I'll see you later.
I wish folks would stop warting me about that pig.
Well, I told you ought to get shut of it. Wait a minute, weren't that our ring?
I think so. I'll get it. Might be Lester.
Yeah, boy.
Hello, John. I'm down, Stuart. Oh, hello, Lester. Yeah, I want to talk to you about getting some lumber for a house I'm going to build.
Yeah, that's where you get stopped.
Well, I want to get started right away. Only trouble is, though, I won't be able to pay you till the house is done and sold. Well, it's as good as sold right now. And I've got the lot and the builder and the plans and everything. The only thing holding me up is the lumber.
That Lum could sell electric fans to the Eskimos.
Well, you can trust me, Lester. I've always trusted you here at the store.
Too much.
The fact is, you've got a bill here right now. It's about 4 months old.
Longer than that.
You'll be the first one to get your money. Well, good for you. I knowed you'd do it. Yeah, I knowed I could depend on you.
That takes surprise.
I'll let you know what we'll need right away. All right, fine. Sure much obliged to you. Goodbye. Granny, there it is. Abner, there ain't nothing can stop me now.
I just can't believe you done it. But wait a minute, though, Lum. What if Lester and Hugh and the widow Cobb get to talking to one another and find out that you're working each one of them against the other? No.
That's just it. They ain't going to get together.
How do you know?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Hugh and Lester ain't speaking to one another. And the reason they ain't's on account of the widow. They was both courting her and then trying to cut the other out. Both of them made up a pack of lies about the other, and finally the widow got mad and quit speaking to both of them.
You mean none of them ain't speaking?
That's about the size of it. That shows you what you can do, Abner, if you've got brains.
Well, Douglas, you sure figured this thing out. I'll say that for you. I never believed...
Mr. Abner.
Oh, well, we know what there, Abner. Just don't mention it.
All I want to do is ask you if you want to order a smoked ham or a side of bacon.
Side of bacon?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be about a month or so before you can get it.
Are you selling it, Cedric?
No, Mr. Squire Skimp is. I'm just taking orders for it.
Well, Squire ain't got no home. Now, wait a minute. Cedric, did you see a pig sitting on our front porch there?
No, Mom.
I know this Lum that takes care of the pig. There's one less worry for you.
One less worry, nothing. If I go home without that pig, little Caldwell won't stop with kicking me off the Davenport. He'll kick me clean out of the house. Come on, Abner. We got to save her from Squire Skimp before she gets to be pork chop.
Well, if somebody doesn't squeal on Lum, it looks as if he'd get his house built.